Hey everybody, my name is Rick Mavis. I am at Shottenkirk Toyota at 54th and Broadway in Quincy, Illinois. Today I want to talk to you about the 2011 Toyota Sienna. I don't know what more to say except that if you want the best, you'll buy Toyota. This particular model is got about everything you could possibly want on it. So, I'll probably miss a few things here and there, but I'm going to try to cover just about everything. First off, let's start under the hood. Under the hood, we have the power plant, drivetrain. This is a 3.5 liter V6. It has dual variable valve timing, 24 valves or 4 valves per cylinder, dual overhead cams, which is 4 cams, 2 on each side. The thing is very powerful and very economical. You'll never have any trouble getting down the road with this thing, and you should get amazing fuel economy with this also. Everything under here is pretty normal, basic. You know, you've got batteries, you've got filters, you've got fuses. One thing I do want to point out in here is this particular item right here. This is your ABS control module. That is what houses and operates and modulates the STAR safety system. The STAR safety system is extremely important because this vehicle, as a family vehicle, has to be very good at protecting you and your family, and trying to prevent you from getting into an accident is what that's all about. The STAR safety system has 6 points. First point, obviously, is anti-lock brakes, which allows you to hit the brakes in an emergency braking situation. The brakes will not lock up and still allow you to steer the car around obstacles to help you navigate an area safely. It also has brake assist. In a panic strike of the brake, you're going to have the system activate the brake assist. That actually allows you, if you're not able to give 100% braking pressure, the system will. The system will automatically hook up 100% braking pressure to the system. It also has electronic brake force distribution, which I could spend quite a bit of time on, but suffice it to say that that allows each wheel to brake within 100% of its own braking capability. So whether you're braking hard and the rear wheels have less braking capability, or if you're turning a corner and one side or the other has less braking capability, the system senses that and only gives it enough pressure to keep it from locking up. So it's a very important safety feature. It also has traction control. So if one wheel is spinning, it stops that wheel and transfers power to the other side that has better grip. It has the stability programming. I don't know why I have so much trouble with that, but the electronic stability programming. The National Highway Safety Administration says that if every car in America had the stability programming, there'd be 30% fewer fatalities in America. Very important feature. Basically what it does is it allows you to corner in slippery, snowy, icy situations. The wheel sensors, the steering sensors, the throttle sensors, everything involved in cornering all work together to limit throttle input and allow each wheel to brake independently based upon the activity the car is going through to help you corner properly. The 6th point of the STAR is the Smart Stop technology. Basically, if you have your foot on the accelerator, you hit the brake, the accelerator is completely disengaged and the braking will take over. So you can't do the brake and the accelerator at the same time. There's no way that you can actually do that. So the brake will always have precedence over the accelerator. It's a very cool thing. Other than that, you know, it's lots of different, crumple zones. The engine's built on breakaway motor mounts so that the engine's more likely to fall down and under the car rather than back into the vehicle, where it could cause more damage. Other than that, it's if you'll allow me, the front end of this thing is very aggressive. It's very unique, and it's very stylish. You can tell going down the road when you run into a Sienna because it's very distinct, very unique. Okay, as we move alongside, notice here we've got bright trim all across the grille. We've got fog lights with a bright trim ring on it. These are your park sensors. They'll actually beep when you get too close to something. So as you're parallel parking or even in the garage or something like that, it'll always sense an obstacle in your way. You've got, I think those are 18-inch alloy wheels, and you'll notice that behind these wheels we've got 4 wheel disc brakes that are all a part of the Star safety system. And of course, each wheel has a wheel sensor. They're tied in with the valve stem there, and it interacts with the low tire pressure monitoring system, which I like because not only does it help you operate the vehicle safely, but it also helps protect the wear and tear on the tires and increases your fuel economy. So a very good safety issue and maintenance issue right there with those. Okay, one nice thing, and I got really used to using this over the weekend, went on a trip over the weekend, is Smart Key. So nice to have that in your pocket. All you do is touch the vehicle. Let's lock it first. Touch the vehicle inside the handle, and it unlocks. So you never actually really need your keys, which is kind of cool. And it operates on all 5 doors. Of course, this particular vehicle has power doors on each side and a power hatch. And the power hatch and the power doors can be operated from 3 different areas. One is from the key, one is from the doors themselves, and one is from an overhead control panel that will operate all 3 different doors. They all have obstacle detection, which means that if something gets caught in the handle, it immediately, without any pressure, reverses and backs up. So that happens both opening and closing on all 3 doors. And I barely felt a pinch. So if there's a small finger in there, it'll be more scary than hurtful, which is kind of cool. Let's continue on with the interior door here on the driver's side. There's a lot going on with this particular vehicle. All 4 windows in the van are power. All auto up and down, which is very cool, and it's very easy to get used to that also. Power locks and power lockouts on the windows. You've got memory seats in this particular model, driver 1 and driver 2. You'll notice this JBL emblem here on the speaker. This has a premium 5.1 surround sound system in it. That's probably 10 or 12 different speakers with a subwoofer, because that ties in with the overhead rear seat DVD entertainment system, which is kind of cool. We've got on this vehicle, if we continue on around here, we've got power mirrors, and we have power collapsing mirrors, which is pretty cool because if you need to fold those in, you can do it right from your seat. We've got power vents for the rear quarter windows. We have stability programming that you can turn off if you really need to. These are your park sensors. You can turn those on and off. Underneath here you've got your power doors. You can turn those on and off. And your fuel door and your hood release right down here. So a lot going on right here. But it's all really convenient, really ergonomically reachable, which is kind of cool. Nice. Let's move around back here. You'll notice that all of the glass is really good dark privacy glass. The window is of course has a rear defogger in it. Can you see what's missing? Yeah, the windshield wiper. It's tucked up underneath here. How cool is that? Up here, it's not going to catch any wind. It's not going to catch any water. It's going to create less wind drag. It's going to create less noise. Very, very cool. Tucked up underneath the rear spoiler there with the high-mounted stoplight. The vehicle itself. Oh, well, I thought you were going to stay down there. Rear view camera, which on this particular vehicle with navigation has a 7-inch screen, so you've got a really nice wide angle that you can see from the navigation screen, which is kind of cool. And also you notice the park sensors. There's 4 of them here on the back, so that helps you back up and hopefully not hit anything with the vehicle. We have a power release, power door, which actually closes and opens, but once again has the obstacle detection, so once it detects an obstacle, reverses and goes back the other direction. So the nice thing about this too is it's got a huge, spacious, cavernous area back here. Everything back here, we've got all of the floor mats for all 3 rows. We've got headphones for the rear seat DVD entertainment system. We've got a cargo net for the back, which is kind of nice. And in this particular model, we have a safety kit, which is kind of cool. It actually will mount just about. That looked good, didn't it? It's supposed to hook up to carpet with that Velcro there, but yeah, obviously my day is a little off. Anyway, so nice thing about these back here too is on this particular model, you've got power seats. So I'm going to just demonstrate this here a little bit. We've got this seat in the upright position. So if I want to fold this one down, I will push that button, and that button will go down. Oh, or that seat will go down. There we go. Now, or it'll go back up. It'll just reverse the operation. Now you have to continue to hold the button, or it will not operate or complete the operation. Now, let's say that it's already down like this, and I want to fold it down into the floor. I push this button, and folds down into the floor. How sweet is that? Doesn't get any easier than that. While you're over there, well, you look at this here. We've got a place to plug in a 115 volt outlet, so you can run a computer game or something like that. We also have a 12 volt power source here too, along with a light, which I'm not sure why it's working. Not working. Which would normally work. Yeah, I think we've pretty much covered everything back here. This is your subwoofer. I don't know if you can see that little subwoofer in the back door, which is kind of nice. So there you go. That's pretty much the rear area. Push the button and down she goes. Right. Now, one of my favorite parts of this van, although I love driving this thing, it drives like a dream, is the second row, because that's where all the relaxation, enjoyment is in this particular vehicle. You'll love this. This is pretty awesome. Now, everybody recommends that you load and unload on the curbside, not on the street side, because there's obviously no traffic over here. So, in order to do that, I'm going to slide this all the way forward, and you can see how much room there is to get in and out of this this van. Really simple, really easy. Lots of room back here, and very comfortable. Individual air conditioning controls, and like I say, different map lights, reading lights for all three people. So riding back here is not like being sent to the basement. It's pretty cool. So we're going to slide this back, maybe. All right. There we go. Now, just imagine, you know, maybe there wasn't somebody up front, but I've got all of this room. I can literally put my feet out and, if I work them right, not touch that. But I can also, this button here operates a footrest. So now, I can just simply recline, which is kind of nice. Especially when I have the 14-inch single screen or possibly split screen DVD entertainment system. Have my headphones on, watching this, reclining, maybe catching a few Z's. You can see how this is like one of my favorite spots. Plus, I also have my own operating sunroof in the rear, which is pretty cool. So I'm sitting here, I've got my own controls for the air conditioning or heating in the back. I've got my own TV, I've got my own sunroof, I've got my own recliner. You know, actually, this might actually be better than the conditions in the front for the front driver. I got to tell you, it's pretty darn nice. Let me, let's see, what? Hey, well, oh, all right. Anyway, let me show you getting out again so you can cut that out. Okay. All right, onward to the front. All right, now for the next most amazing part of this experience is our test drive. This is where you should be. This is where you're virtually going to be, in this passenger seat when we go for a ride. So jump on in, buckle up, and hold on, because it's going to be fun. Alrighty, we are ready for the test drive. So first, there are the push button or the smart key in this vehicle. This is always going to be in your pocket or your purse or something like that, so you won't even really see it. But the push button actually has the same function as the key. There's an accessory, there's an on, and then a start. What'll happen is right now, I don't know if you can see real well, the light, there's a little lens right here that doesn't show up. If I push it one time, you see it glows in kind of an orange color. That turns on the accessories in the vehicle. The car won't start until that light turns green. Now, that's accessory. There is an on button. Push it again, and that pretty much starts everything else in the van. You'll notice it's still an orange color, so the vehicle will not start. Now, if you can see down here, I have to put my foot on the brake. When this light turns green, now it's ready to start. And all I have to do is just touch it. I don't have to hold it, and the vehicle will start. So, you don't have to just turn it on. Of course you can just jump in the vehicle, put your foot on the brake, and start it. You don't have to go through the on and accessory modes. So, you can do it either way. So, just wanted you to know that you have those accessory features available in this system. Alright. We talked about everything pretty much over here on the door, and as we go down the road, I'm sure you'll be able to hear me just fine because this thing is super smooth and super quiet. So let's do that. Let's kind of, notice you're strapped in ready to go, which is good. So there's that. Now, gated shifter. I love the gated shifter. A lot of the old shifters in the past, you had to squeeze something with your thumb or squeeze something with your hands. The gated shifter has nothing to do like that, because if I had a sore finger or sore wrist or sore arm or even a sore shoulder, having to grip or squeeze something sometimes can be very difficult. With this, all I've got to do is move it to the right and pull it down, and that's it. Very simple, very easy to do, and obviously I can't do that without my foot on the brake also. So now I'm in drive. Now, if you can see here, we've got S and D for drive, and then sequential shift, which you see the plus and the minus sign here. That's where I can actually put this in I can control the transmission like a manual shifter, but I don't have a clutch. So I can actually control what gear I'm in. But that's probably going to happen maybe 1% of the time. So I'm going to put it back over in drive, and we're going to just use that, because that's where your overdrive gear is, and that's where you're going to get your best fuel economy on the highway. So, check this out here. We've got tilt, telescope, put it right where I want it. There we go. Whew. And we're off. You can see here we've got, well, I don't know where we start. If you want to start way up here, well, we've got our moonroof, which is kind of nice. Here we've got our map and reading lights that we can control here. We've got our door controls and our hatch controls. We've got the moonroof controls for the front and the back, so that we can control all the roofs from here. We've got more lights, and we've got an SOS button here, which is the Safety Connect, which is similar to OnStar. It's subscription based, and it's used for emergencies. So it's very nice to have when you need something like that. The mirror, several different functions here. We've got a compass. We've got programmable garage door openers, more normally known as HomeLink. And it's auto dimming, which is a nice feature too. Down here we've got a couple of displays. We've got a trip computer. We've got a readout for our climate control. We've got, like I said, distance till empty. We've got a couple of other features there, you know, miles driven, elapsed time, stuff like that. A couple of different ways you can configure that screen there. Here is your navigation screen, which is kind of cool. Lots and lots of things that go on here. Your radio features are here. It shows you what station you're on, and actually will load your DVDs, not DVDs, but CDs in this slot. That's a 4-disc changer. It'll tell you when to load them. So we'll close that back up. There's just a lot of stuff going on here which I really probably shouldn't be doing, and there's only so many things I can do with that while I'm driving. Push the audio button, it'll actually go to what stations are available. If we go back to map, it'll go back on there. 3-zone automatic climate control, which is nice. You can sync them all together, or you can operate them all 3 individually. These buttons here are the ones that control your information center up on top of there. Down here we get into the variable heated seat controls for the front seats, and down here we have our rear seat DVD entertainment system DVD control slot here for your DVDs. So that's pretty much your center stack. Like I say, there's a lot going on there with the DVD-based navigation system, but very easy to and ergonomically placed, easy to reach, easy to understand, very comfortable. We have been traveling for a little while and probably haven't even heard any noise. Like I say, super quiet, super smooth. I'm going to have to navigate around this big dip up here. There we go. All right. Wipers, front and rear, both all delay with washers, headlights in an auto mode with daytime running lights. We've got audio controls here on the steering wheel. We've got Bluetooth and navigation information, voice-activated DVD navigation here. Cruise control, leather-wrapped wheel with wood grain. Very smooth, very comfortable. Kind of what we haven't talked about is here so far is the power this thing's got. 3.5 liter, 24 valve, 4 valves per cylinder, 6-cylinder. Dual variable valve timing, V6. You think, you know, big bulky van, it's going to have something like this in order to be somewhat powerful. But I think when we get into our merging mode on the on-ramp, you'll get an idea of exactly what this thing's capable of and be very impressed. It's always more impressive in person, but I think you'll be able to sense, even though you're the passenger here, that this thing is extremely capable of getting up, getting going, and keeping up with the Joneses. Once again, it's very smooth, very quiet. Don't know why you'd want any other van ever in the whole wide world. You've got an amazing center console here. Cup holders here. Huge area there. Uh-oh, here we go. We're getting ready. I was trying to fill time there, but this is it. Are you ready, Will? And we're at 85, and we just now hit the highway. I probably shouldn't have done that, but I'm just telling you, this thing is not a dog. It's not a pooch. It will get up and get going. Even at 70, I can hit the gas and this thing will take off like a rocket. So, rest assured, this is not your mother's minivan. So, I'm telling you, it is nice. Can they arrest me for this, Will? Now that it's on videotape? I hope not. It's just for demonstration purposes only. I am a professional driver on a closed course, so there you go. All right. Now, one thing we didn't talk about too is, and we did talk about the star safety system. So I'm going to go into kind of an emergency braking situation when we stay now. So hold on, Will. Ready? Just like that, we're stopped from like 60 miles an hour. So the thing can go, but more importantly, it can stop, and it can do it safely. So if you're going on a test drive, those are the kind of things you want to know, that it can get up and go in an emergency when you got to get going, when you got to get around somebody, and that this thing will stop and stop safely and protect the whole family. And shoot, I don't know, what have we forgotten? Well, there's so much stuff on here. Most of the stuff is just enjoying it. enjoying the DVD system, enjoying the 3-zone climate control, enjoying the navigation system, enjoying the split screen, 14-inch split screen DVD screen in the back. You can use it as one widescreen, or you can use it as 2 split screens with different inputs. One might be a video game that you can plug in on the side there, and one might be a DVD. So there's lots of ways for multiple enjoyment in this particular vehicle. And we're back. I would say we made it safely, but there was never a doubt in my mind that we'd ever make it back safely. So I'll tell you, the only thing left is for us to get out and kind of take a look at the window sticker and kind of explain to you what a great value this is. So let's do that now. I'll see you in a minute. Wow, that was amazing. I know you're impressed. But let me show you everything that we've experienced here today. Let me show you what you can get, or what it takes to have something like this. Come on over. Little window sticker. Hopefully you can see it pretty well. 18 city, 24 highway, which is an average. Some have gotten 22 miles per gallon in town. Some have gotten up to 29 miles per gallon in town. But I'll tell you, the ride in this thing, the luxury at 24 miles per gallon on the highway, you will be impressed and you will love it. Everything, well, not everything on this van is standard. They have a limited package, which gets you the dual DVD entertainment center, voice-activated touchscreen DVD system, the backup camera, multi-informational display, the 4-disc CD changer, 10 speakers, XM radio, nav traffic, 90-day subscription to that, the auxiliary audio inputs, the USB phone capability with Bluetooth, well, that's it. $4,000 package includes all of that equipment. That's basically what makes up the limited package in this particular vehicle. The base price is $39,300. Add that $4,000 in, you got $44,759. This thing is worth every penny. Luxury abounds in this car. I mean, it just never ends. It just keeps wrapping you in luxury, and you'll love it. You'll love every minute in this van if you spend, even if you don't spend a lot of time in a van. This is the way to go. Come see me. My name is Rick Mavis, Shottenkirk Toyota, 54th and Broadway, Quincy, Illinois. Can't wait to meet you. Can't wait to take you for a ride. Thank you. Oh, hey. Just so you know, I know you want to rush in and enjoy this vehicle and check it out for yourself, but and you should do that. You should make it a priority to come in and see me as soon as possible. But until you do, believe me, I am going to be enjoying this van. It's, yeah, so far so good. So hurry up and come in, and I'll see you when you do.